Tactical awardee Luis Villegas. And via Zoom, we have UST sharpshooter Sherwin Concepcion. Idols, welcome to the game, Luis and Sherwin.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's start it off with Luis. Luis, you were a one-and-done player for UE and the UAAP, and you received mythical honors right away. Immediate impact for your team. But what was the biggest adjustment for you? You came from the States, from San Diego, if I'm not mistaken, and now coming here to the Philippines. How is it different, the way we play basketball here in the Philippines?
The style of play is different. It's a lot more skillful. And it's more competitive, I would say. You feel the love of basketball here in the country, and it makes you want to play harder every time.
Yeah, absolutely. Sherwin, before going into this draft, going into the PBA draft, karamihan sa experience mo nasa 3x3. How much did that help in terms of yung skill level mo going into 5-on-5 competition ulit?
Siyempre, nung una, nag-adjust ako kasi yun nga, galing ako sa 3x3 tapos medyo nakapaglaro ako sa MPBL sa Mindoro. Tapos yun, nung kaka-start ko medyo na-adapt ko yung 3x3 play.
Na-miss mo ba? Na-miss mo ba, Sherwin, yung 5-on-5?
Oo, sobra.
Sherwin,
Kasi gusto ko talaga laruin talaga yung 5x5.
Just a follow-up, no? Kasi sa UST, you were, especially your last season, season 84, diba? You were supposed to play one more season, but in terms of eligibility and age, di ka umabot doon. How did that affect you mentally as a basketball
Nahulog phone niya, wait lang.
Tsaka paano ka nag-adjust nung time na yun? Okay lang yan, ayusin mo muna yung phone. Yan. Yan, Sherwin, yung experience mo na yun na biglang di ka pwede makalaro, tas biglang, how did you prepare? Paano ka nag-training kahit di ka nakalaro nung season 85?
Nung di ako nakapaglaro, syempre, sobrang sama ng loob ko nun eh. Kasi 1 week na lang yata yun, 2 weeks pa UAP na. Tapos biglang ganun yung nangyari. Actually, nasa Singapore kami nun eh. Team building namin. Tapos may mga tune-up game kami doon. Tapos biglang in-announce sa amin na kami dalawa ni Brian, hindi kami makapaglaro. Tapos yun, after a week, sabi ko, hindi ako pwede mawalan ng sa sarili ko. Tapos tuloy lang, trabaho lang, ganyan.
Well, of course, we can't wait to see you on the PBA stage. Pero let's go first back to Luis. Luis, you take a look at your journey here so far. So a lot of, for those who don't know, you're still recovering from an injury. Most likely, I believe the timeline is around January going into this. Just to prop yourself up a bit here, why do you think people should still pick you, considering that you need a bit of time to get fully right?
Just what I can bring to the table off the court. I feel like I'm a really good person, a really good teammate. And, I feel like that's valuable when, things aren't going well in the game. I can also bring a different perspective, from watching and, and also learn from all these vets that I'm eventually going to be playing with.
Yeah. And of course, in the UAAP, you're one of the reasons why UE, went back to the limelight. Winning 5 wins after, struggling to get victories before the season you played. So you're a game changer. You could definitely say that. But when it comes to, this whole draft process, I kind of feel with you here. It's, it's kind of a lot of anxiety because you don't know really what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But for you, were there any, coaches or players that have talked to you during the combine? You were there, like, just to give you advice, what to expect in this whole journey as you start your pro career here in the Philippines?
Yeah, I would say the one person that kind of helped me out the most, just because, his experience is Renadell. He kind of just talked me through it, and, he coached me at TNT 3x3, and he's been a great mentor to me.
What did he tell you? Yeah.
Just to be ready. He saw me play, he knows my skill set, he knows what I can do. And he knows I'm ready for the PBA. So hearing that vote of confidence from him, especially now knowing who he is, was great. Yeah, definitely.
Did you realize that he was a legend when he first talked to you?
No, actually, we had a workout, just me and him, first time in TNT, and solo workout. And I looked at him, I was like, "Are you a player? Are you playing with us?" And he was like, "No, I'm a coach." And I went back to my UE boys and I was like, "Hey, do you guys know a guy named RDO?" And they were like, "What?" Like, RDO? And then I started looking him up and I realized who he was.
Yeah. Well, that I wanted to see your face the moment you saw his highlights. Pero balik muna tayo kay Sherwin. Sherwin, any nerves going into yung PBA draft? Siyempre, big step to in terms of yung career mo.
Sobrang ano din sa akin ngayon eh. Yung sobrang pressure sa akin kasi di mo alam kung saan ka mapupuntang team. Tapos lagi ko na lang pinagdadasal kung saan ako dadalhin ng taas. Yun, alam ko naman di ako papabayaan.
Well, of course, Sherwin, there was a time na you got called up for Gilas actually after your terrific season in season 84. How was that experience for you? Kahit di ka nakapasok sa lineup, I'm sure naka-training ka rin with them. And of course, some of the coaches gusto rin malaman kung paano yung experience mo nun with Gilas.
Una, syempre, sobrang blessed ko rin nun. Tsaka sobrang ng opportunity sa akin nun kasi yun nga, napasama ko sa Gilas Pool tapos yung mga coaching staff na sa taas, malaking experience din sa akin yun. Tapos marami ako natutunan, ganyan.
Sherwin, who has been giving you advice sa proseso na to? Kasi syempre, making sure that your skill set is right pang 5x5 at of course, lahat ng mga, I guess, mga struggles, worries, who's been talking to you?
Yung pagka lagi kong nakausap ko yun si Boss Marvin eh. Mm-hmm. Na humingi akong advice sa kanya kasi yun nga, sabi ko, gagawin ko na lang yung trabaho ko, boss. Basta ikaw na pumbala sa akin, ganyan.
Shout out to Boss Marvin kasi lahat yata tayo dito, agency Boss Marvin. So yun, aalagaan ka niyan, Sherwin. And also Luis, for sure. But
I just want to let everyone know wala pa akong agent, ha? For good reason, though.
Yeah. So let's go back to Luis here. When it comes to the game, the technical aspect of the game, what can you bring to the table for a team that's wanting to draft you? You're a 6'8" big guy who's very versatile.
I feel like I can spread the floor. I can run, I can rebound, I can pass. I like to think my IQ is high up there.
Yep.
So bringing all that, but most of all, just being a good person with my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they're down, making sure to lift them up, and it takes the team, to win a championship.
Well, we've seen that in the UAAP. Yeah. Hopefully translates.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
100%. Sherwin, before we let you go, what can PBA teams expect from you if they do choose to draft you?
Aside from shooter,
alam naman natin na shooter ka eh.
Sherwin eh.
Siyempre, hindi lang sa offense kasi tinrabaho ko rin yung depensa ko and nagpabilis ako and yun nga, nagpalus ako ng weight para bumilis.
And of course, good luck to you, Sherwin, sa whole draft process and the journey. But Luis, for you, lastly, your message to all the fans, of course, the PBA that's been, waiting for this PBA draft as well. What's your message to them?
Get ready. This draft class is loaded. A lot of great talent coming in, a lot of young blood, so it's going to be an exciting couple years.
Yes, sir. And good luck. Good luck to you. This
Thank
whole
you.
journey, it's going to be very memorable for you. That's
Definitely.
for sure.
Luis, Sherwin, maraming salamat. Really appreciate the both of you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.